Tell you what, this apple's seen better days. I think I'm going to cut it up for the wildlife and fauna out here. Today, guys, we're doing the Bihai from Bestech. So come on in, pull up a seat, watch old Scabber go to work as only I can do. Bestech sent this as a review sample, so shout out to Bestech. Bestech is Megatron's favorite, one of her favorite knife companies. She carries the Bestech Kendo damn near everywhere she goes. I'm a huge fan. I have a Kendo. I have several Bestechs. So shout out to Bestech. Thank y'all for sending to this. I just wanted to let y'all know that. It ain't doing bad. It's a different one. This is going to be a challenging video. Do I accept the challenge? Well, you're damn right, because I'm old Scabber and that's what we do. There goes the asshole neighbors right when I'm filming. So come on in, guys. Pull up a seat. Join us. We're going to do the Bestech Bihai. It's 14C 28N, G10 handles. Super duper dope. Love y'all. I'll see you on the other side. I'm going to finish peeling my apple for the squirrels. I'm sure some asshole will go, skip with your bippy squirrels. Yeah. So it's talking shit about stuff. Anyway. Nah, come on in, guys. I'm excited about this one. I'm excited. I'll tell you why I'm excited real quick, and we'll jump to the video. I'm excited because this is going to be challenging. And I hope that on the back end, you guys go, hey, Scab did a pretty good job of showing that thing. All right, let's jump into it. It's the Bihai from Bestech. Yeah, welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors. A Bestech Knives Bihai rendition, if you will. Guys, this one's a little different one. I'm excited to see what it can do. I'm going to give you some stats as we go now. Instead of narrating this one, and real quick, this is a front flipper. Instead of narrating this one, we're just going to talk as we go. We're going to discuss it. I like a couple of things a whole lot. I like this forward cant. Now, this is not a big knife. I don't, you can see that right here. But it's designed by O-Step Hell. It has some jimping here. When we get outside and the light's not as bright, I'll show you all the different nuances. Liner lock, 14C 28N, G10 handles. I'm loving that orange. Here's the thing. I love this little blade, and I'll tell you why. It's not your normal big, huge tactical knife. It's not a bushcraft knife. It's none of those things. But it is a wicked, wicked, wicked little blade. Let's jump into this thing. Let's do our normal. I got a piece of, I've got some phone book paper here. Let's just see what we're going to start out with. Just like a Talon, son. That thing will eat you alive. And I think, if I'm a guessing man, if I'm a betting man, this is going to be a little more of a little self-defense type deal. Now, in all fairness, I've carried this knife and I've used this knife a little bit. It's got a wicked point to it. Let's jump into it. Let's see what we can do with it. Before we get too far into this thing now, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. I say it every day because I want everybody to be reminded of that. Stats are everywhere. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything above 0 is simply unacceptable. And vets, what we mean by that, what I want to tell you about that is simply this. You're welcome here. You have a place here, and we love you. That's all that means. We back to blue over here. We sport Leo, all to the chagrin of many. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. Guys, let's go outside and cut some stuff up. The Bihai. Ooh, it's looking super dope. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, before we do some of this, let me give you some stats real quick. This is from Bestech's G10 series. It's made in 14C 28N. The blade length is 2 3/16 inches long. All right. The blade thickness is 3 millimeters long. The overall length is 5 1/8. I told you it wasn't very big. The Rockwell on it's 57 to 59. The handle's G10. I'm loving the handle. I love that orange. It's 3 1/8 inch long, and you can see there now. Again, it's not a big knife, but it's not meant to be. It does have a very good working choil there. This thing, the beautiful thing about this knife is it's 52 grams, so it's light to carry. It's very, very handy. And here's what I'm going to do. Bestech sent a couple links to their dealers. I'm going to post those in the description if you'd check those out for me. Let's do a hard downward throw or two. Not bad. Let's do it again. Not bad. I'm going to try one drop. Because of the curvature of the blade, I don't know that it will. Yep, I'll be damned. And it dropped pretty true. Let's do another one. All right, that did what I expected. So, not a big deal there. Now, here's what I want to do. Here's some of our ratchet strap. This is a cutter. It's a ripper. That's the way we're going to approach this review. Again, guys, got a good working choil. This plays to my, I'm not going to call it strength, but it plays to my preferences because I prefer a fencing grip. To me, this would be a great work knife, little work tool. I like this fencing grip. Let's do this. Now, I'm going to go to the old man pinch grip here, which if you're checking that out, the fingers following the curvature there, it's awesome. Let's see what we got. Oh, son. That is the strength of this blade. It is a ripper. I just poked the shit out of myself. You got to enjoy that. Yep, a little blood there. And a boy old scabber. Nothing like having a little bleeding on Friday. But you can see, guys, right there, it got some good rips in there. Let's come back here. Now, I didn't push down hard on this one because this was right after I stabbed myself, which, again, you have to enjoy. So let's put it in, pull it out. Now, let's do something a little different. Stab it in, remove. Stab it in. I tell you what, I was going to stab it in and pull back, but as you stab in, it goes down. That's pretty dope, man. It made ribbons out of that. Let's try this. Go to a little different material here. This right here, now what we're going to do is just cut a bunch of shit. That's what we do every time. That's how we review stuff. Here is a water hose, and I've had people mess with me, but here's the thing. This is a canvas material with a plastic liner. So it's a pretty good cutting medium, and I really did. If you want to stick somebody with it, there you go. I'm living proof. That, I always talk about you can't stab somebody, you get some time. Well, I just stabbed myself. There you go. Let's rip it. Let's see what we got here now. All right, I'm going to be honest with y'all, and I'm going to be 100% honest with you. To me, this kind of knife has a purpose, a distinct purpose, but I'm pleasantly surprised with some of its cutting abilities, and we hadn't even gone far in the video. I'm definitely surprised and pleasantly so with the balance, so let's try this. That ripped the canvas and that. Let's do one. I know we're doing a lot of ripping and pulling, but again, play to the strength. Now, here's some steel belted sandblast hose. Y'all see it every time. And here's the truth. The little bastard cut that heavy rope right there. Let's do this. See if you get a good look. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick in like this. And let's rip it. All right. So it penetrated. Let's see what we got here. That's twice that we've tried. Let's do 3. Now, yeah, look at that. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. It's not just that it's penetrating and ripping this. Yeah, it took 3 times, but this is still belted, guys. Let's see what it does. So what we're doing here, really, truly, more than the sharpness, because we know it's sharp, and we know it's got a damn good point on it. What we're doing here is going to check this edge. That's still belting, no matter what blade it is. That's still belting. If the heat treat's not spot on, and we're not going to rip towards us, it'll jack up that edge. Let's take a look. No damage. Let's cut a couple more things. Well, I tell you what, instead of cutting something, let's do this. Some damn good little feathers right there. Hey guys, couple quick shout outs. TINMANS collection, TINMAN, Tinman collection. Got a different channel, but he's a good dude and he does some different stuff. Check him out. I like that guy a lot. He gave me a painting, a piece of artwork, and sent me a nice folder, and he's just a good guy. I enjoy his channel. Check him out. And then Bear Brunson. I love Mr. Bear. He's a good friend of Blackie Thomas's. We're trying to get him to 1K. I think it's important that we get it there. and it's Bear's Old Ways. Now I'm going to put my shout outs, I'm going to put links in the description. Please check them out. Bear Brunson and TINMANS collection. Right there. Let's do a piece of this heavy rope again. I'm impressed with that. I'm not going to lie. Now, I've carried this a couple times on my walks. We're going to do an old man pinch grip, some slashing. I carry it, but I don't carry it like I don't stick it in my pocket like a pocket knife. I'll put it in my shirt pocket. I'll put it in my waistband. I've carried it in some different spots, some spots that I could put my hand to, get to very, very quickly without anybody really noticing. And to me, the overall strength of this knife is going to be right here in a slashing type maneuver. Now, I will use this at work a good bit, to be honest with you. It's small. I can get it in some tight. Little zip tie test here. I'll tell you the truth, I don't work with this style blade a lot, and I sure don't work with a front flipper a lot, but so far, the more I've used the knife, I'm getting more and more comfortable with it, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm kind of digging it for, yeah, that's what I like to see. And the challenge for me, guys, the big challenge to me on my channel is not, see, a lot of people go, well, this knife. A lot of times, guys, the performance of the knife isn't the knife, okay? If it's sharp, if it's pokey, if it's well built, these are all the same. Then if something doesn't go right, a lot of times that's a skill set. So the joy that I have of this channel, one of the reasons I get passionate about this stuff is I enjoy learning. I'm not gonna lie to you. So learning this knife, learning the nuances of this knife, how it cuts, how to hold it when it cuts, that kind of thing. That's part of the challenge. Now, let's check the blade again. That's what that zip tie test is for, just so y'all know. The zip tie test is not a sharpness test. It is a test to see if it'll do any chipping, any rolling. And you say, damn, Scab, if it does that, that's right. If it chips or rolls it, we got a problem, all right? So we've cut some steel wire. We've done our zip ties. We've done some things to stress that edge a little bit. Held up very, very well. And again, guys, this isn't something you're going to beat to death with a sledgehammer. This is a tool. It is a fine tool. I'm digging it because I like that forward cant. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. It fits my hand good in that fencing grip. Now, for some, it's going to be small, and I understand that. But I tell you what, I've found me a way that I enjoy carrying it like that. Let's see what we got here. I'm digging it thus far. Y'all put in the comments what you think. Love that orange, too. All right, guys, some final thoughts on this knife. Again, this is not a bushcraft knife. This isn't some kind of tactical knife. Now, it's got an element of tactical to it because it's a slasher. But it is a challenge, and the challenge for me has been, how did I want to display it? How did I want to show y'all? Did it accomplish what I wanted it to? Well, I'll be honest with you. It's very well put together. The function of it is spot on. The front flipper for me is a little more difficult because I have busted and broken up hands. I'll just be honest with you. But I found some different ways to open it that works for me. And honestly, am I going to carry it? Yeah, I really am. Especially on my walks and things like that. It's small, it's discreet, it fits the bill. Let's cut some denim, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Again, shout out for a TINMANS collection and Bear's Old Ways. Check those for me out. Check those out for me if you will. There'll be some links in the description for the Bihai. I'm digging it, guys. You got to make up your own mind. That's what we're about. I'm not here to say anything. I'm here to show it and show it work, and hopefully I've done a decent job of that on this one. It's been a challenge. I'm not going to lie. These knives here, these smaller knives, that's not my wheelhouse. But I enjoy it. I accept the challenge, and I've enjoyed working with this. Let's see what it'll do to some denim with just some quick rips. Let's see right here. Freddy Krueger, huh? I might get Megatron one of these and just keep it in her purse or keep it on her, keep it where she would put it in her hand. walk into her car, because we've talked about it before, guys. The guns are fine and all that, and the gunshots and blah, blah, blah. But this ain't the Wild West, you know. If somebody's up on you, one of these, learn to use it, learn to deploy it. Those are the key words there. Don't just buy something and expect it to do it for you. But get your loved one of these, a wife or girlfriend, walk into her car, have it in her hand, and I tell you what, somebody comes up, and they're going to be graded. Listen, on that happy and pleasant note, I'm Scab. You're not. Man, I love y'all. God knows I do. Thank you for choosing this video. I'm gone, son.